Hey, hello everybody. It is April 12, 2013's weekly wrap-up, and we're moving along, adding content to the site as usual. We're up to step 30 in the advanced voice course. Actually may be released today, I think. And you will be seeing some vibrato clips next week. I'm just letting you know that. I've been working on them and we haven't released them yet. And so be looking for that. Now on the advanced voice course, we've moved all the way through both male and female mix now. There will be some exercises related to mix at the end of the advanced voice course, but you'll see those when you see those. But the bulk of what it is of the work that we've been doing, now I've got the mix exercises finished for both the male and female portions of this course. So I'm kind of happy about that. And now we're going to be moving on using our new strong mix. You're still going to get opportunities to practice it, and you should continue to practice the previous exercises if you don't feel that your mix is up to par. But once you got that, now we can get into the things in the advanced voice course that you needed that for, and you'll understand that as we start to move into other aspects of the advanced voice course. I'm very excited about it, and I think you'll find it very creative and fun to be involved in. Okay, and now the musical tip of the week. Well, here's what I want everybody to do. Everybody on the site and the YouTubers, little exercise in listening. That's all I want you to do. I want you to pick a song of somebody that you admire. But then I want you to listen. And I want you to listen to a song enough so you can listen, and I mean really pay attention to every nuance, every little sound the singer is making. Now, I'm not saying be aware of the verses and the choruses and knowing the words. No, I want you to listen in a much more in-depth way. I mean everything you can glean from the very beginning. The singers, their consonants, their vowel sounds, if they do turns, if they do cries, if they do swoops, if they do jumps, if they're brassy, if they're nasal, if they're in their chest voice or in their mix or in their head voice, or if they're moving from one part to another, every little nuance. And here's how I suggest you do it. First of all, listen to the song and actually write out the words. Yeah, in these internet days, we can quickly print out the words and you have them. But you know, once in a while, it's worth your effort to write the words out, because there's a connection between your hand and that pencil from all of those years you spent in school doing those types of things. And as you're doing that, you start to really internalize the lyrics better. That's how I've always learned lyrics. I write the lyrics out once or twice. After that, what I do is I do use a little technology. I like to take a song and put it on and loop it maybe 5-10 times, then put it on a CD or any recording device and drive around and listen to it over and over and over again. So the song just keeps on playing. Sometimes I just kick back with a set of headphones on, close my eyes, lying on a couch or a bed somewhere, and just really listening to the words happening over and over again and catching these nuances that I'm talking to you about. Again, listen to see, does the singer get airy in any one part of the song? Does the singer get louder? Does the singer get softer? Does the singer do a little fall and drop? Does the singer go off the ends of their notes and actually go up on the end of the note instead of down? Eva Cassidy's great for that. She'll do those types of things all the time. She'll drop down in her line, but the last note that she sings, as she's singing that note, it actually goes up instead of down. Catching those types of nuances and starting to bring that into your own singing is where you really start to look at this thing like an artist. So you get what I'm talking about here, obviously, and that is that I want you to pretend like you're going to art school, but instead of studying the masters of sketching and painting, we're going to study the masters of sound. As far as picking an artist, pick somebody that you really admire, somebody you wish you sounded like, and listen to them. Learn their nuances. Never copy their sound like an imitator. That's bad for your voice. But every other aspect of understanding what the singer's doing is something that you can bring into your voice and your own sound and then interpret it your own way. Yet you will have all of these ideas, a wealth of ideas, by listening to various different artists. And you can start with just one person. Listen to somebody you admire, pick that song, and go through this process. Now, you don't have to do this to every song in the world and every time you listen, although, because you might say to yourself, hey, I'm not a vocal instructor. I can't figure out all of these things you're talking about. I don't even know what's going on. Hey, how are you going to get better at it unless you start to realize that it exists and listen for yourself? Interpret it your own way. In the final result of this, it's all about you. It really is. It's all about your style and how you interpret what's going on anyway. Let's say that you don't interpret it the same way as I do. So what? You're interpreting it. Now when you go to sing, you could be able to bring some of these thoughts and ideas into your own singing. Now you sit down, you start singing a song, and you go, oh yeah, I think I'll start this kind of light like so-and-so did, Or, man, I'm going to come up and I'm going to really give this energy at the end of the second verse. And I'm going to move up here and I'm going to drop down there. That's all that has to happen. Even if you heard it wrong, you're still going to interpret it in some way that's creative. So this is just a little musical tip on really listening. I will share my experience with you and tell you that growing up and being around the best musicians I've ever been with, and the most talented of all of them, no matter what their instrument was, be it singing or keyboards or whatever, they all listened to recordings of artists and interpreted what was going on, figured out how to do what they were doing, and then as time goes by, emote it through them, creating their own approach towards it. That's just part of how it works. And there's no great musician in the world that hasn't spent some time doing what I'm talking about. It's well worth your while. And guess what? It's actually kind of fun. So there you have it, the musical tip of the week. And with all of that said, I hope you have some fun trying that little exercise. We'll be looking forward to seeing you next week and telling you what we've released next week. There's some good stuff coming up. So, see you then.